Right now our player is pretty boring. It's just a red 64 by 64 block. So if you press edit image, you can actually draw in GameMaker and create your new sprite. But I kind of don't like this because it's not very flexible. So let's go onto the internet and do pixel art. So pixel art is just this website. So let's do 32 by 32. You can create awesome images like this one. And we're just going to download it as a PNG. So once you have this, you're just going to go import and collect your figure. And there you go. You have your new player. And in your room, you might need an expander because we did half the size of our sprite. So this is me just expanding out our new object. And now when you click run, you will have a new player sprite. So to get our tile sets, we can go to itched.io to find anything we want from game assets. And I actually already imported my other sprite, so just a refresher, you can just create a new sprite called SPR_ground, but I called it _test just because I already did it before, if you see above. You can press import and choose any tile set that you downloaded. And then you're going to right click, create tile set, and just like an object, you are going to connect it to the sprite, the corresponding sprite. So select sprite, ground test. And now you can see it up there. So yeah, as I said before, this is what I did before I was recording. I imported my tile set that I wanted, this grass one, and again, I just linked it to a tile set. And tile set is just another asset in GameMaker. So auto tiling is basically a tool in GameMaker that can make drawing on tiles to your rooms easier, but we're not going to use it today. Instead, what we're going to do is create a new tile layer. We're going to call it ground. And we're going to place it. We're going to attach our tile set. And what you can do is now draw on your tiles. So you basically selected the sprite sheet, and now since it's linked to a tile set, you can draw on your room any way you want with that specific sprite sheet. So what I did was I made everything except for the ground visible, so I have easier access. Whatever you highlight in red on your brush is basically what is going to be drawn onto your room. So another thing I quickly did was I made sure that every single object was just a block wide. It's really easy to do that, so now we can just change our sprite of the ground to a new sprite. So what we can do is press import again, click your sprite that you want, and press open. Now if we go into our game, look at it. The sprite is way too big for our game. That's because if you noticed, it says 1216 instead of 64. So we want to change it to 64 by 64. And press apply. So now let's go back to our room and look, it's beautifully edited our maze. And as you can see, you can still walk along it perfectly fine. It just changed what this, basically the skin looked like. As you can see, our game still works as usual. Let's create one last sprite called Sprite End. And this sprite is just going to be used for a block that we're going to use later in the week to basically send us to a game end screen. So click on object and create your new object and link the end block. So go to your instances and basically just place it at the end of your level. So this block again, when collided, will just send us to the game over screen basically, but we'll do that later. We just want to have it right now.